This was funny.
All right, break this down for me.
Which one is this? Terrace Martin?
Terrace Martin.
Oh, okay. I actually felt him on this one. I know what he's going through.
Oh, we're going to argue then. Come on.
Let's do it.
Dear Terrace Martin says, Dear rap friends, it just hit me. I've helped people my whole career. I've helped the biggest artists to the smallest artists, whether it be producing a record or playing keys or sax solos or bringing in musicians to enhance an album, to just giving game from all of my experiences. Now I realize that the love and help I've been giving for years has never been returned when I need it. I have waived publishing, credits, money, etc. on the strength of relationships, on the love, and to watch my quote-unquote rapper friends overpay these producers who come to me for pointers and tips is the ultimate slap in the face. So I am done.
That part I ain't like.
I'm not working with any more rap friends. With love, Terrace Martin. See, that's why me and you gonna be. You can't pick out what you like and what you don't like.
Why not?
Pick a side.
No.
Which part you didn't like?
I didn't like the part where he's talking about other producers getting paid, whatever. That's
But it
to me, that's not.
But
really
it sounds like that's the part that really ticked him off.
No, to me, it sounds like he was maybe expecting some reciprocity from people he's done favors for, and was probably not getting them.
But
then he threw the extra hate.
Yeah,
at the
but then
end.
if I watch you go and spend top dollar over here,
and that's why you gotta, and that's why I'm saying you can't play both sides, because that may be true until he introduces that last part that you don't like.
I've heard that you gave all these people bread. I've been helping you for years. You ain't give me shit.
Because look, he says, dear rap friends. He's not saying dear rappers.
right?
Dear rap friends, these are my people. So I don't have no problem waiving this fee,
For the
clearing
love,
this.
for the quote unquote love.
Yeah, for the love, you my friend.
Uh-huh.
It's not until the next action that pisses me off, which is, wait, you're giving this person 20x or paying them period, and I'm not getting reciprocity, back to your point.
Right.
Now I have an issue. That's what I'm saying. That last line that you hate is where I see the whole issue being with him.
It sounds like people are taking advantage of the friendship. Like, yo, you think because you my man, I can look you out for the love, and that's just okay.
Uh-huh.
When you're willing to go and spend, like Joe said, 20x over here, and just fuck me. Like,
I get the frustration. I understand
I see both
the
sides
frustration.
though, because if
Give
you
it to
really,
me then.
because if you really doing it for the quote unquote love, you don't expect reciprocity when I'm doing it for the love. That's an argument that could be made. Like if I
not
do,
expect. Not
Talking to
expect.
Mike, please. Issue.
if I'm doing you a favor, it's a favor.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm doing it for the love. You're my man. I'm trying to help you out. I want to see you win.
Okay.
So somebody can look at it from that, excuse me, that perspective. Whereas the producer that he might be complaining about is doing a job for a fee. So when I find out that you paid this particular person a fee and I was doing it for a favor, I did it for a favor. I get both sides. I'm just trying to play
But
devil's
let me
advocate.
respond to that devil's advocate side. A large part of why I did the favor outside of the friendship is because I thought you needed the favor.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was even possible for you to give me my rate, and I'm your man, so I wouldn't give you my rate. But now I see you giving my rate to people who shouldn't even get my rate, which means you just got it to give.
Possible.
Now I have an issue.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not right in his issue. I'm just saying I see it from both perspectives.
Y'all need instruments before he needs y'all.
Yeah. Terrace Martin's that dude.
I'll tell you
Be
that
very
much.
clear. Be very clear.
Y'all will need him before he needs y'all. You gotta be careful with these dudes that just play every instrument in the world and instruct and fucking
Produce, engineer, all that shit.
Nah.
He's that
all
dude.
those Swiss Army knife dudes.
Yeah, all of your favorite records of the past 5 to 10 years, he co-produced.
But why y'all wouldn't pay Terrace Martin, man?
Right.
Because he quote unquote
that's
doing
my
it for
friend.
the love.
Because that's my friend. And that's why I said people take advantage of the
It gets
friendship.
to a
That's
dangerous
why.
place in this industry.
I don't like quiet resentments though.
I agree.
I don't like that.
Say something.
So if this is his stance and I'm his rap friend, I would have liked him to have that conversation with me privately or tell me how he was feeling. I'm noticing this a lot in music. People that are supposed to be great at communication just are bad at communication. Not saying that's him, but yeah, I would like to learn that from
You.
somewhere outside of Instagram.
Outside of reading it.
Yeah.
That's true.
From the person directly.
I agree.
Yeah,
We-
if my
we
man
friends, if we
feel
cool.
away. Because you could have told me, I'd be like, yo, I never knew you
never
felt
knew.
like that. I can get you some shit right now. I can take care of it. We don't. That feeling can lead.
True.
But
yeah,
if
but
I
it
don't
also
know-
could have been spurred by a conversation. Yo, heard you did X, Y, and Z, and he said, fuck you, and then he said, all right, well, bet.
Oh, nah.
That's how I feel.
No, this sound like he just heard through the grapevine
he heard
about
from
some
the
shit,
producer
got
that-
it confirmed.
yeah.
And it's the producers that you paying is the niggas that's coming to me for advice. Like that's what he said. The niggas you paying 20x is coming to me for the help.
See, now that's where I feel him. Because there'd be a lot of little young aspiring people that come to you for advice, but they doing great. So in them coming to you for advice, like it happens to me all the time. Fucking Justin LeBoy.
Let me pick your brain.
Justin LeBoy, yo, I got this new revolt showing that paid X. Yo, I'm arguing for this. Yo, tell me what you think I should do. It's like, wait, huh? Like, if you're not in a good spot, you get to comparing. Now, that show was a hit, and he's got an audience. They calling you for advice. Yo, these niggas offer me $5 million, man. I don't even know. I think I'm a chillin'.
He's like, what?
Wait, man, wait. What you saying, nigga? Because I get to call somebody. You got to fight that feeling as a man. One day when men get honest, potting will really get to the next level. It's full of just lying niggas. We talk about men hate for the next 10 years, yo.
Now, there's a couple things that happen in music a lot. One is the pick your brain for free guy. And
That
the
ain't
other
just
one...
that ain't just music.
Well,
bro.
that's true. That's true.
That's
You're
life.
right. You're right.
If somebody think you got some
And
information,
I didn't say that it wasn't in regular life. I'm just saying it happens a lot in the music business.
But should it not?
Someone pick... Huh?
It happens a lot.
we can argue
anywhere,
this,
bro.
It happens a lot in corporate America, too.
Yo, happens a lot.
But
Anywhere.
somebody that might
But people don't know that there is a value or a budget to picking somebody's
It
brain.
is, but if you're looking at somebody like a big bruh or quote unquote, like people always talk about how, especially in the black culture, we need to help everybody. We need to pull them up. We need to help them when we see that they need help. Then you can't charge for the help after you're championing us helping the people that are less fortunate. You can't say, yo, it's a value with that help.
But what if then...
If I know you, if I don't know you, then that's one thing. But you get what I'm saying?
But what if I help you and then you go crazy? You're up, and just completely ignore me for...
You, as you would do, you added a variable that we did not start with.
That's what sounds like what's happening.
He's talking about something different. I'm talking about when somebody's down and they need help, it's a value in that help. That's true. But if we are also saying, yo, we need to help our own and we need to help our own people rise to greatness, how would you fucking rise to greatness if you're not asking the people that came before you and got the lessons before you? You won't know. And you might not have money to pay for it.
You got certain people that feel like, because I ain't had no help and I made it here, I'm not helping nobody.
That's true.
Figure it out.
A lot of
on your
niggas
own. There's a lot of people that get into that position like, yo, ain't nobody help me get up. Figure it out.
It's a tough thing to balance, though.
So, yeah.
It's a very tough thing to balance.
Figuring it out builds character. Actually, that's what I meant to start this podcast with. I got to get back to when I get in my clip bag of just starting with shit. I think y'all might appreciate this one, too. Here we go.
Persistence, my rich dad started teaching me about money on one condition. And that condition was he would never pay me. He says, the moment I pay you, you think like an employee. He says, that's the trap. Entrepreneurs work for free. He says, you never want a paycheck. You understand that, kid? I said, okay, I got it. And he says, well, how do I make money? He says, that's what entrepreneurs figure out. So I would work for free. I'd pick up cigarette butts, and he had hotels and restaurants, and I would clean and do menial tasks. And he would teach me about money. But the way he taught me about money was playing Monopoly. Finally, one day I got upset. I said, well, when are you going to teach me about money? He says, what do you think we're doing? We're playing Monopoly. He goes, no. What do you think we're doing? So I don't know. I'm teaching you about money. He says, one of the greatest ways to acquire great wealth is playing Monopoly in real life. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. Well, is that all there is? He goes, that's it.
Pretty much. But that's a nice clip, right?
Gotta love that, Robert.
That's the part that you can't explain to somebody. Like, the real niggas, you got to go do it for free.
Yeah.
And once you do that, great. Now you have to figure out how to fucking make it profitable for you. Versus the guy who, everything he just said, I just totally agree with it. I thought that fell into the conversation that y'all were
So
having.
Anybody that asks me, look, where do I start? Like, mad people be asking me, my family, my friends, people be in my DMs. That's the first book I tell them go read. Because it gives you the philosophy from somebody that had money, and it gives you philosophy from school. School is teaching all of us to be workers and get a check.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell somebody not to get a check though because they got bills and shit to pay. So a lot of entrepreneurship starts at a teenage age when you don't really have as many responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for a nigga to turn down a check when you got kids or when you got a mortgage or when you got car notes. It's hard for somebody to turn down the guaranteed check, even though it's a fake sense of security, because you can get dumped on your head tomorrow with all your expenses, and these jobs don't give a fuck about you. You could get dumped on your head, but I think the entrepreneurial thing needs to be instilled in our kids.
I see it now.
At a young age.
I see it now. I totally agree with that.
You right.
It's part of my beef with the modern structure of school.
But they have to though.
They have to what? Structure school that way. That's our fight. We don't have to.
No.
What was I about to say? I was about to. I see it now in podcasting more than ever, right? In podcasting, so many people now are rushing to take deals. I mean, and this is after all we've seen from the music business. In podcasting, before you even start the podcast, you're looking for a deal because you're conditioned to believe you need that money. I need money. I need the check. Where's it coming from? Why am I doing this for free? How long do you expect me to do this for free? Wait, I got to dig in my pocket and now pay for this and still not get a deal. And it's like, dog, I can't instill faith in your own product in you. Like, if you don't believe in it enough to do it for free, then what task are you putting on me to train you into that? Like, and I fell into that trap before where like you just are giving, hoping that somebody could hold off enough from the powers that be. Like, hoping that this is all right enough for you to not take a deal. But that never happens. It never happens that way.
You saying you giving information or you just...
No, where you money.
Oh, you're giving... Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I've done that. Where you believe in the talent, and like you said, niggas need money. Niggas got bills.
Right.
So you try to hold them off
for a minute
so they could get in a creative bag, but they can never get there because they only focused about the money that they don't have and where it's not coming from. Now you're putting a task on somebody to come and try to change that whole way of thinking, yo. So I get some of the people now, of course I do now, that say, no, go learn it yourself. I can tell you, but you have to go and...
Until you unlearn what you know, you're not going to be able to apply it right.
Yeah.
And to your podcasting point, a lot of people aren't in it on the entrepreneurial side. They're hearing numbers being tossed around in the podcasting world, and it's just
same
like,
with music, by the way.
Yeah,
Back to the
same
Terrace
thing.
Martin shit.
Exactly. Yeah. They just hearing them numbers tossed around, and it's like, oh, I need to go get some of that. It's like the OnlyFans shit. When they started to hear what these girls was making on OnlyFans, everybody ran over there. They wasn't really. You could see the difference in the girls that really take pride in their OnlyFans, who put a lot of stock into their product, and then somebody that's just going over here to a cash grab real quick.
And I'll offer some resistance to that Parks point. Where I think it's different in music is in podcasting, you hear all of these numbers fly for everything in every category. In music, they mask that. So what fees really get tossed around in music outside of the label budgets, the advances, your show fees, like all those other nooks and crannies where they don't want you to know money is being made because you might come ask for it. The fucking licensing things that became a new one. All of this, it's just so many different buckets, right? And in music, it's not well explained. True. Even if it's explained, it's not well explained. In podcasting, it's 500,000 people every day trying to explain all of things.
True. There's a lot of people in music that are in the content creation game too, though, that are trying to break down what's going on top of just the visual. I see XYZ with all this ice in the nice car. Like, they might not know the specific numbers, but I can see that he's up.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm trying to figure. I know how to play a little keyboard now. Like, let me figure out how to do this.
I can figure. Yeah, you do like. I want to get like that.
Yeah.
You think people are explaining outside of yourself how to properly navigate the podcast space?
I think people are trying their best. Yeah, a lot of them.
Because people are still figuring it out too. Like it's still
new,
even where it is. Relatively new.
Yeah, everybody's explaining to their understanding, like to the best they can. Not everybody, but the people that are trying to. In music, you kind of are not
the only people
incentivized to explain it. Like there was years where execs wouldn't even get in front of a camera because it's like, hey, y'all not supposed to know what I know.
Shit, they still don't really.
They trying to pop out now because fans have the leverage and the power and only but so much execing you're gonna do from behind the scenes. And Lior popping up. doing interviews, Kev doing interviews, Steve doing interviews, Puff pop up. Like, it's a few niggas.
And the difference between the two is music is such an archaic system. Like, podcasting being new, with a lot of people seeing the mistakes that were made in the music industry, they trying to prevent it at the ground level.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the other side is people trying to do the exact same games.
Exactly.
And bringing it over here.
And bring it over
Especially
here.
in the urban space, a lot of the popular podcasters have ties to the music business. In the urban space, at least.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say a lot.
I mean, a lot of the more popular ones, they got ties. Even if they weren't necessarily in the music business, they got ties. And so you hear how music was fucking everybody over. You kind of want to protect yourself a little bit more from that.
Yeah, it's like, I got fucked here, I'm not going to get fucked over here.
Right.
And I'm explaining. So, like, the next group coming up don't get fucked over here. Because music, that system is in place so deeply rooted, it would take a complete overhaul to change that. But podcasting is brand new. We can fix this from the ground up.
Neutral band. Enough, Daddy.